called I Am Precious, and the words are, I am precious and you are precious. We all are precious to Jesus. So it's pretty simple. Oh, you know it. Great. Okay. Ready? I am precious and you are precious. We all are precious to Jesus. I am precious and you are precious. We all are precious to Him. Repeat, I'm precious. I am precious and you are precious. We all are precious to Jesus. I am precious and you are precious. We all are precious to Him. The next part. This is how God showed His love. While we were sinners, Christ died for us. This is how. Thank you for your actions. Anyone going to lead the actions so they all know what to do? God. One day, Bob the bird went to visit his friends. First of all, he flew to a farm to see his good friend Kevin, the quail. As soon as Bob saw Kevin, Kevin said, Bob, come and see this. Come and see the farmer. You won't believe it. Kevin explained to him, this farmer sows his crop, but every day he still worries. The farmer worries, what if it doesn't rain? What if my plants don't grow? What if I don't have enough food for my family? They might go hungry. Oh dear, Bob took a look at the farmer and said, the poor fellow, doesn't he have a father in heaven, like the one who cares for birds like us? Oh dear. Bob waved goodbye to Kevin and he flew to town to see his other good friend, Penelope the pigeon. So they fluttered around. And they went to see the chef. Penelope said, Bob, come and see this. Come and see the chef. You won't believe it. This poor chef. He says his sausages are full of beef, but I've seen him. He actually half fills them with sawdust. Every day he's worried. He's worried, if I don't cut corners, I'll go broke. If I go broke, I'll lose my shop. If I lose my shop, then I'll lose my reputation as a respectable businessman. That chef was terribly worried. Bob took a look at him, shook his head and said, oh, that poor fellow. Doesn't he have a father in heaven, like the one who cares for birds like us? Oh dear. Oh well, he waved goodbye to Penelope and he went on his way. It was getting a bit late, so Bob decided to fly up and visit a very good old friend of his called Ozzy. As soon as he met Ozzy said, hey Bob, come and look at this. You won't believe it. This lovely lady, she's an honest shopkeeper. She works very hard. But then she stays up every night worrying. She worries, what if the prices go up? What if my wages go down? Or what if I fall asleep and then someone comes and steals my money in my shop? Bob took a look at her and sighed. Oh dear, doesn't she have a father in heaven, like the one who cares for birds like us? Bob waved goodbye to Ozzy and flew off. The next day, Bob flew into the village and he saw a whole crowd full of worried people. He saw the looks on their faces. They were sad, they were worried, they were anxious. Bob thought, oh dear. He felt really sad. Bob felt sad because they didn't seem to have a father in heaven like the one who cares for him. But suddenly, out of the middle of the crowd, there was this man who looked so happy, didn't at all look worried. And he was talking to the crowd and he said to them, "Don't worry about your life," this man said. He said, "Don't worry about having something to eat or wear. Life is about more than just food and clothes." The people were listening really carefully. And then this man pointed at Bob and said, look at the birds in the sky. They don't plant or harvest. They don't even store grain in the barns. Yet your Father in heaven feeds them. The people were listening, and suddenly they realised. Bob jumped for joy and said, "Hooray! The people do have a Father in heaven who cares for them." "I just hope they believe it," thought Bob. Okay, thank you, you one. Let's give them a clap. Sit down, you one. Good job. Okay, you can sit down now, you one. That was a really good job. So, boys and girls, that story that is from the Bible. Who was that man who came out in the middle of the... Sit down here. Who was the man who came out from the crowd to talk to them? It didn't say in the book who the man was. Who was it, Florjan? It sure was. It was. And Jesus was reminding them all that they do not need to worry. We don't need to worry about anything. We don't need to worry about today. We don't need to worry about tomorrow. The Bible says there's enough to worry about today. We can just get on with our day, trust in God, believe that He will provide for us, because we have a Father who loves us so much.